was petty. My ex was petty. Shit went down. Like I said, I didn't do great things. But one thing I'll never forget. And if you are watching this, you're a motherfucker for this one.
You petty girl.
But it's funny. But she left grains of rice in every square inch of the apartment when she
The hell
moved
outta
out.
here.
There was grains of rice everywhere.
Why do I feel like that's some kind of voodoo stuff?
Somebody said that, and I was like, I don't know.
Nah, that feels like
There was grains of rice when I feel like it was done to inconvenience the out of me. What's good, friends? Welcome back to another episode of Friends Like Mine. I'm Natalie, and this week we have a guest in the studio, our first guest of season 2. I have known this chick right here for, probably 10 years at this point.
Yeah.
I would have hit 10 years at my previous employer, which shall not be named.
That's
this week. Today,
so
I
10
think,
years.
would have
Yeah,
been 10 years.
We got 10 years then.
She's going to laugh when I tell the story. She low-key didn't like me at first, which happens a lot. It happens a lot. But I think we evolved very quickly once we got to know each other, and we were real cool, and I can't say enough good things about her. So this week we have on the show my friend, Christy. Christy, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
That is a true story. I did not like her. I did not like her when we first met. And I don't even remember why. You got to remind me because my memory is like a mess.
I think there's a person that was in that orbit that you were friends with who really just didn't like me.
Who is going to be talked about later.
Oh, I wondered if it was that person. But yeah,
it's that person.
I feel like they never liked me. To this day, probably can't stand my ass, and
Not me too.
I don't know why though. That's the thing, because I was always like, I don't.
Well,
not everyone's cup of tea, but I could be.
Right, could be.
Watch the show. You never know.
That's right. Stay tuned every time. But yeah, I'm Christy. I'm 43.
Okay.
I'm living my life. I'm loving it. I'm just trying to be happy and find peace.
That's what's up.
I'm a professional. I have a grown daughter. She's living her best life right now. You know.
I think you're in your, like, not that you haven't always been this way, but you're in a real glow era right now. Like, good vibes, good energy.
That's all I want.
Putting out good feelings into the universe, having a good time. And I'm not gonna lie, the life you describe is great. You know, kids are older, chilling. You have a great professional career, your professional development story. I don't know if we'll get into it today. I think that's saved for a better day when it's specifically that. I'd love to have you back though, because as Latinas, to grow in the professional space is a beautiful thing. And so you stand in solidarity with the other Latinas that live in that space with you, because man, it is not easy, especially without again saying too much, just industries that we both move in.
Absolutely.
It's exponentially more difficult in those industries. And then it also doesn't help if, you don't fit the picture. So those are things you always got to consider.
I mean, it's valid though, and we can talk a lot about that topic. Yeah, let me tell you.
Yeah. So yeah, how you been? How's your week been?
My week it's actually been kind of quiet, which is good because prior to this week, things have been chaotic in my life a little bit.
Okay.
But it's life, right? Ups and downs.
Life's
like crazy. But this week has been chill.
Yeah.
It's been pretty calm. I've been kind of like just enjoying my new situation and the things that are happening in my life right now. I've just been trying to be at peace and chill. So it's been quiet and calm.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying that, I think we were talking a little bit about that the other day, and also just was saying that to Helen. I was like, I'm trying to be in a really different era. I'm no stranger to telling y'all I've been on my therapy journey. That has done wonders for me. Besides being in my therapy journey, I have really fallen into, and it's so every time we talk about it, it's always interesting. I have fallen into my faith a lot. I'm big on, I say this all the time. Faith is not asking God for something to happen and hoping it's going to happen. Faith is asking God for something to happen and knowing it's going to happen. So you have to
Okay.
give him your burden and you have to give him the problem, and you also have to give him the worry that's attached to it.
Mhm.
Otherwise, that's really only, as they would say in the Bible, and paraphrasing, I'm not a theologian, y'all don't come for me. But, it's that lukewarm faith they talk about.
Yeah,
That's that. You cannot be half stepping on that. And I believe in God, I love God, but I don't prescribe to the general ideology that some churches have. And I say churches because, again, I believe that if you if you really believe in God, you believe in meeting people where they are,
absolutely.
loving them for who they are, and and not concerning yourself with how you think you need to change them for them to be worthy of existence, but rather finding where you can have the commonality so you can fellowship with them, and both of you meet at that common place, which is your faith.
That's
That's
right.
my belief. Again, I didn't mean to get religious,
No,
but
listen, but I'm telling you right now, like everything you described, I feel like I'm like literally in the same place.
yeah,
And and I've always had like this my own relationship with God. Like I tell everyone, I'm not religious. I was brought up Catholic, very Catholic,
yeah,
went through all of that
that
stuff,
tracks.
right? Right. Hispanics,
That tracks.
you know how that goes. And but over time, I just kind of moved away from the church, but always kept my relationship with God, right? That's always been important to me. And I talk to him every day.
Yep.
And I feel like right now, there's such a push
Mm,
on religion.
mm.
And it's like, who are we to tell someone how they should feel, how they should believe, how they should worship? Like, allow people to do what feels right for them. And that's it.
I mean, that really is it. It's just love and let God.
But yeah,
You know how people say
that's it.
live and let God?
Right.
You also have to love
Love.
and let God. Love and let God. And
Yeah.
that's just how
Yeah.
I picture things. And I think that but yeah, you're in your glow era. I love that for you. We spent some time catching up, getting the real key. Um before we started recording,
Yeah.
so
Had
I'm
to fill my
happy. We haven't seen each other in
yeah,
a while.
it's been a while.
We see each other
Well,
in
we
person
bumped
at
into
work.
yeah, we bump into each other here and there, but, like,
Yeah.
really seeing each other, it's been
No,
a
and
while.
I wanna say the last the
Oh,
last time
what? Been a long
oh my
time.
god, forever. But we also like the last time we hung out
Yeah.
outside of work was when we lived here before.
Yeah.
So it would have been 20 I wanna say that y'all pulled up, a few of y'all.
Mhm.
Shout out to my homegirl D, we miss you. I
Mhm.
gotta see you. I owe you a text message. I just realized it the other day. Y'all pulled up for my birthday at
Mhm.
that hookah lounge in Cranston.
Yep,
Do
yep,
you
yep.
remember that
Yep,
night?
yep.
And we shut the place down and then hung out for at least another hour in the parking lot talking shit. Back when we did young kid things. I can't do that anymore.
Nah, I still be doing that here and there.
Every once in a while, a
Every
pop out
once in
is
a while.
good,
Yeah,
but it's
every
a
once
pop
in a
out.
while, yeah.
It's not a
Mm-mm.
every back
Yeah.
then. I think I was probably doing that every. I didn't have a kid back then.
Well,
Helen and I were just young and chilling.
I just had a very young girlfriend, so I was doing a lot of that
Okay,
type of you know what I'm
okay.
saying?
You was out there.
I was outside.
How are your knees?
They are not like they used to be.
You know what? You wake up the next morning, you're like, damn. I
Yeah.
said I wasn't gonna do this, and here I
Right,
am.
right. My knees, my ankles, my
My
hips.
back. I
None
got
of it.
gout now. You're not
Oh,
doing the same things you used to do, and that's good.
no.
I
I
I
appreciate aging, though.
Yo, my God, those were the words that were literally about to come out
I
of my mouth.
appreciate aging because
Yes,
everyone doesn't get to do it, so I'm blessed.
that's it. I feel like the older I get, I'm cool with it.
Right.
Occasionally I'm like, damn, I wish I was these young kids. I feel like the generations coming, they're so much more vocal. There's so much bigger on advocacy for self and for others. I mean, they're also immature. They do a lot of silly
Of
shit,
course.
and they a lot of them, you know, they rely a lot on like outside validation, which sucks.
Mhm.
But like these kids are doing it.
Right, right.
Um I would love to have the resources they have available coming up, but then they're also coming up in, like, a pretty shitty time period in
They really are.
our history, so,
Mhm.
mm,
But you make me think about my daughter because she's about to
yes.
be 22, and she's very much exactly what you described, right? Very much in her advocacy, like, very just they're so passionate about things.
Yes.
So very passionate about things.
Sometimes you're like, "You're so optimistic," and I love
Right.
that for you, but
But
let me tell you how it really goes.
yeah, exactly. Let me tell you what real life is about, not this social media kind of.
Yeah, and those are tough conversations. I
Mhm.
mean, I think it depends on the kid too, because there are also kids who are very aware of who they are,
Mhm.
very smart, who are navigating it well. Shout out. I have 2 nieces, beautiful nieces who are influencers,
Mm,
and they handle it with such grace.
love that.
They take it seriously. Shout out Bella, shout out Janice. I love you guys. They handle it well. Bella's got like 300,000 followers on
Oh my
TikTok.
god, does she?
Yes.
Wow.
And her YouTube channel, I'll link it. Her YouTube channel
Mm.
is, I think, even more than that. She does, I don't know if you've heard of this. I just am learning about it now because she's so into it. I'm gonna have her on to talk about it, so I won't do too much. But those Neatos,
No idea what that
they're
is.
these squishy toys, and they're like, you
Oh,
remember when Tamagotchis came out and you
yes.
couldn't find a
Well,
Tamagotchi because as
now I
soon
know.
as they would restock, everybody was buying
That's
them?
right.
They are like that,
Right.
or what was it? A while back, it was something else.
I have a goddaughter who's, like, making them little.
They're
Yeah.
like they're like
Yeah.
stress balls.
Yeah, exactly.
And, so Bella's got a channel, she does a lot of those, she does
Okay.
giveaways, she's
Nice.
smart girls,
Love that.
don't fall into the pressures of creating content that's not
Mhm.
beyond them, but they're fortunate, they're smart, they've got, good heads on their shoulders, and not that other kids aren't, but
They're not
it's
all there though,
mm-mm.
you know?
It takes grace to navigate this
Mhm.
environment, so
And the right support system
and they have
and
that,
the
they have that.
oversight,
Mhm.
to make sure that they don't go astray and kind of fall into uh
Yep,
those pits of the
that
demand and the
pressures.
pressure and the
Mhm.
yeah. So
You're raising a girl with a good head on her shoulders.
I
That's what
am
I'm talking about, though. That's that group. They're smart. They're fortunate because they had the right people in their
right,
ear
right.
coming up. Really great, very accomplished writer.
Very accomplished writer. She's gonna retire me soon, hopefully.
Yeah,
When she drops her first book,
let's
I'm ready. I'm
go.
ready. Take mama out the corporate life because
Just not the hood.
hood.
Don't take me out the hood,
Right. No, leave me in the hood in a nice house. Just take me out the
bruv. What
corporate
isn't the
world.
hood these days? We live in
I know.
Providence. The prices?
It makes no sense. No
Yikes!
sense. It
What
makes
is
no
it?
sense.
One of the most expensive rental markets in the entire United States.
It's in Rhode Island.
And I believe
And
it's second in all of New England, only to Boston.
Boston. That's right. That's right. That's wild. This little old roadie.
Providence is a good city. Providence has a great mix of people.
It does. Very diverse.
Love this city, but also like it's outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
It's
No,
outrageous.
it is. It is. Who knows? We'll see. Where
This
am I
ain't.
not?
You know
If
what
I
I
do,
will
it's not
say?
anytime soon, though.
You know what I will say about Rhode Island? You can never leave forever.
No, this will always be home, even though I
I'm
live
not
in
from
Brooklyn,
here and it's
and
home.
it's home, right?
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
You
No,
so how old when you moved here?
I was 4 years old. I was born in
Okay.
Puerto Rico, and
Okay.
my mama brought me here when I was 4 years old, and I've been in Rhode Island ever since.
Yeah.
I go back home to visit, but yeah, this is home. This is home.
Yeah. I grew up in Florida, so I didn't move here for the first time till I was 24.
Mm,
I was here for like a year or maybe a teensy bit less than a year and then moved right back to Florida.
mm-hmm.
And I was in Florida for 3 years, 3 years, and then came back here
And then came back home.
and then left back to Florida
That's
for
right.
another
Remember?
4 years.
Yeah.
And at four, right in like clockwork, I moved back to Florida in November of 2018 and I moved back to Rhode Island November of 2022.
Now let me tell you, I don't know how the hell you can do that Florida heat.
Oh,
I listen, I know that shit, yeah, home state, but I hate Florida just
uh,
because of the heat. that heat, every time I go, I am
That's what I
just
love about it.
I get so I'm so angry. Listen, I'm a bitch in the
You're so
I
angry.
I am just a straight like, I can't do heat, it puts me in a bad mood, I
Oh my
wanna punch
god,
everybody in the face, like, I
that's
wanna
crazy.
fight 24/7, and I can't do it.
This
The
is
heat is the y'all heat is different down there.
it is. It
It hit
is.
different.
And you know what? Like I say when I'm there, I'm like, fuck, it's so hot. Why is it so hot? And then when I'm here and we had 4 feet of snow in January and February, I'm all set.
Ready to go
I'm
back.
all set. We've contemplated it. Helen and I have been sitting here mid blizzard, like, why are we doing this?
Right.
On top of that, I'm not a baller, right? But like when I know how much I paid for this house and then I think about what I could get for the same amount of money in Florida, I'm
Mm,
like, sick.
right. Right.
But it's also Florida. So like
Right.
for me,
Heat and
well,
alligators.
it's
No,
not even
thank
the
you.
weather. It's not even the weather. I feel a lot more diversified out here. There's
That's
diversity in Florida.
interesting.
There's diversity in Florida if
Mm,
you exist in the right spaces. Like
yep.
I lived in Orlando the last few years, and I will tell everybody I don't necessarily miss a place. I miss a lifestyle or a
Mm,
certain way of life that I am not maybe having anymore.
yeah.
And I will say that our lifestyle out there was far different from how it is here. And that's not a complaint. It was just different.
Yep.
Life moved at a different pace. We did a lot more.
Mm. Do you find more things to
S-
do out there? I mean, it's bigger, and I would think
mm,
that there's more to do, more to see. Move.
it's different.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you know a lot of our family.
Mhm.
Christy doesn't just know me. She knows, obviously knows Helen and Helen's family. So
Right.
you know, we're very close knit. Your
Right.
family's the same.
Yep.
So it's always a lot of family oriented things. We're gonna go to this festival or we're gonna go, you know, and you build those traditions and you look forward to them. Like
That's true. Yeah.
summer's hitting, I can't wait to open the pool.
Mm.
I cannot
I can't wait for
wait.
you to open the pool.
Your
I can't wait
open
for her to
invite,
open
come
the
on
pool.
through.
I invited myself. She didn't even need to
It's
say that.
cool. We in there. The yard's not fenced. I should do that. I can't wait to open the pool. I can't wait to go get my first Dells.
Yeah. Yep.
I feel like I know that the tides are changing when I go get a Dells.
Those. Yep.
And it's not even a super hot day, but it's just right. Like that first day that we hit maybe 72,
Yeah.
I need a Dells.
Right.
I need it
I feel that.
with a pretzel stick in it.
Yep.
And that's just not an experience you get in Florida. But the other side to that is I miss waking up at 5, 6 a.m., throwing a bunch of shit in a cooler, getting beers and whatever,
Mhm.
sodas, and then going to Wawa and picking up sandwiches and
Mhm.
making for us, because we were in Orlando, making the hour and a half drive to be in Tampa at uh, Indian Rocks Beach or Anna Maria Island right at 7:30, 8 a.m. to watch the sun come up and then start swimming. Nothing like that either.
That sounds beautiful.
Nothing like that either. And Gulf beaches are elite. Gulf Mexico beaches, that water is amazing. Everything Tampa and over.
Mhm.
But that's what I said the other day on the podcast. I said, Rhode Island is not coastal, it is nautical. If you
Mhm.
like a nautical feel, Martha's Vineyard, Cape Cod,
That's right.
Newport, Jamestown, those towns that you see where they live somewhere that they still have to wear a jacket in the evening in summer. That's a New England
Mhm.
beach town. That's what Rhode Island is. If you want, I can swim in the water from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and it's
Mhm.
crystal clear and it's warm and Florida, Gulf Coast.
As many times as I've been to Florida, I have never been to a beach.
Oof, you're missing out.
I
If you ever go, I'll give you some
I've
recommendations.
never been to a beach
Indian
in
Rocks
Florida.
Beach is my favorite beach of all time. Second favorite is Anna Maria Island. Manatee Beach, I think it is. Anna Maria Island.
Yeah, I don't know why I
It's
passed
like
on.
really nice sand
Yeah.
and it's the water's like crystal clear. And it's like bath water. When you walk in, you're not like
Right, right,
even
right.
for a second, it's and the Gulf Coast doesn't have a lot of waves, so
Mhm.
people are out in the water, like
Yeah.
inside the water in inflatables, just chilling.
Nice. See that? I feel like, first of all,
Oh.
I'm scared of water, so I don't think I'd go in the water anyway. I usually don't go like beyond my ankles. If I can't see, if the water's dark, I don't go beyond my ankles. If the water is clear, like in Puerto
You can see,
Rico,
yeah, that's
I
how the water there
I
is.
do the knees. I go up to the knees.
That's it.
That's it. I don't do water
Damn,
as much. And I'm a water sign. I'm a Scorpio, and I can't do water. I can't do water. I don't know why. It's just not
damn.
my thing.
I love the water. And it's funny because I'm a Gemini, but then I had AI analyze my birth chart,
Mhm.
and I'm a Gemini who shows up in literally every aspect of my life as a strong Pisces.
That's interesting.
Like, I'm a Pisces wearing a Gemini hoodie, apparently. That's, like, what my and so, like, I
I
was
wanna
talking to
do
my
mine. I wanna see
sister-in-law.
what they say about me.
Yes, I'll show you how. The prompts are easy. I was talking to my sister-in-law last week, and she's like, "That makes a lot of sense," and I'm like, "Why?"
Mhm.
She's like, "You're not confrontational," and I was like, "I am not."
Right. Right.
Nope. I don't shut up.
Like, that's a Pisces thing too, because all the
Yeah.
Pisces I know are talkers. Like, they talk their ass off, like, nonstop. Every single Pisces I know.
So the other thing my birth chart kind of said basically was that the Gemini in me is the create like Pisces are very creative too,
Mm.
but Gemini like the creativity, the free flowiness,
Mhm.
the way I'm just like I'm gonna just do something. That's very Gemini.
Yeah.
The side of me that actually sticks to it and applies it and makes it work for me in other parts of my life
Mhm.
is the Pisces. And I have to lean into that and let those instincts, if
Yeah.
you believe that, all that stuff, if you let those instincts take over.
Yeah.
So like this, I'm so leaning into like,
Mhm.
and I don't hate it at all. Like the work that goes into this day to day, I was telling you earlier.
It's a lot,
Yeah.
but it's
Hours and
worth it
hours and
because
hours.
you're enjoying it.
Absolutely.
So it makes
Absolutely.
it like those hours, like,
I don't
they
feel
can
it.
get, like, at some, especially with work, right? You have work, you have a son, you have a wife, like, it's a lot of other life things
Oh yeah.
going on.
It's
But
about to
if
be
you're enjoying
outside
it, it's
season.
still worth it. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah.
like,
I wanna do so many things. I picture when I do open the pool, for sure you guys gotta come by. Um, I picture a nice, like, day party.
mhm.
I get to DJ and play my music.
Yes.
Everybody's in the water. Throw some shit on the Blackstone or
Mhm.
throw some shit on the grill. Like, that's a perfect day.
Yep, yep. And
That
we
sort of
prefer
shit.
those vibes. Like, I'll take that over. I do enjoy going out, don't get me wrong. I like
Yeah.
being at a lounge or somewhere with some loud music blasting and a drink and kinda hitting my little
And then your
two-step in a
knees.
corner somewhere. Yeah, listen, I've reduced it to just a little two-step these
That's
days. You
good.
know, I'm just a little two-stepping in a corner somewhere. But I would take that, what you described, over
Yeah.
that any day.
Oh,
Any day. Any day.
that comes with age too, because I
It
always
does.
wanted to be outside. And then, I mean, I wanna say that when Helen and I got married, that changed, but it didn't. But
Mm,
that's because we didn't have kids right away.
right.
We tried, you know, stuff happened. And so after that, we were like, you know what? Let's not even
Mhm.
revisit this now or ever. I don't know. Let's
Right.
not put pressure on ourselves. Let's just go. And she went and finished her degree. And then she inspired me to go back to school. In a year and a half after her, I finished my degree.
Yeah.
You were there. You were there for that party too at that same hookah lounge. It was a BYOB hookah lounge in Cranston. I wanna remember the name and I can't. I can picture the parking lot because I spent many a night there. They had couches, it was such a cool little vibe.
What was it called?
It was something with an X. Escape Lounge, maybe?
I'm so
It
terrible
was
with
in that
naming
corner.
titles and everything.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
in that corner. Y'all came out a couple times because when I graduated, I know not even graduated, the night I turned in my last paper,
Mhm.
I texted everybody and I was like, "We cutting up.
Is
I'm
it? This is
done,
it. Am I allowed
bro."
to drink down here?
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
wait, my
Grab your drink. Of course, I've been drinking my water. She's having a little beverage. She's trying Botrang 18 years straight from Guatemala.
It's delicious.
She's a fan.
Very much. This
She's a
is
fan.
drink number
Two,
th
three,
3?
three,
I think it's 3.
three, three,
I'm pretty sure it's 3.
three.
Yeah, 'cause I had 2
We had
upstairs,
such a
and
nice
this
chat
was
upstairs. We
yes.
was just vibing. Shout out Helen.
Shout out Helen.
She's
Yeah.
coming down, but she doesn't want to be on camera today. So she's gonna sneak in at some point, I think. Maybe. I don't know. She said she would. She promised she would.
That drink is delicious. Very good.
Yeah. Shout out. We had a little chat, little snack.
Mhm.
Caught up on life.
Yeah.
Caught up on
They fed me well. They fed if anyone decides to come and be a guest on the podcast, just know they're gonna feed you well
you
because
you
I'm
get a little
sitting here
platter.
full and with my little beverage. So
Now,
Imma come back every week just to eat and drink.
now I always say that I would love to almost like record in front of a live audience, but it would be a real dope vibe to just have a couple people hanging out.
Yeah.
and just listening.
Right.
Or, I don't know if that makes sense. I would eventually love that to be the vibe. Obviously, space is a little different in here, but I even figured that, like, eventually
That would be
move
cool.
stuff around and be
Yeah.
able to do that. And like
Yep.
people chill, vibe, and set
Mhm.
the vibe. I really want to have people hang out and listen to me DJ because I get to
Mhm.
practice. So
Yeah.
that too. But caught up on life and
Mhm.
friendships. I told you ahead of time, I said, these are some things that I've been wanting to talk about. Um, Obviously, I don't plan topics, they kinda come to me because week to week things could change, and when we sit down, I could never have told you the conversation would have gone where it's already been today,
Right,
but it's
right,
been a good vibe.
right. None of this has been planned.
No. No, no, no.
No
I'd
plans,
s
no rehearse, just natural.
So, Chrissy, this is the one thing that I do kinda wanna talk about because 'cause I've been seeing so much of it on my Instagram feed, I
Mhm.
don't know what's happening. I said, I kind of want to talk about friendship breakups. You have some contributions to this topic. So
Yes.
it started with I've been seeing a lot of reels on my
Mhm.
Instagram feed, and it's like messages about like, when you break up with that one toxic friend and now everything in your life starts going well.
Hmm.
Or when you stop being friends with a certain group of people and suddenly you and your spouse are getting along a lot better. Shit like that. And I was like, what the hell?
Right.
Because if you know me, and I'm trying to change this, this is a thing I'm working on in
Mm.
therapy too. I recently had a lot of big revelations, like what I talked about last week. And there was something that happened a few weeks before that where I'm way off topic, but it does come back to the main point.
Okay.
I was talking with Connor because he's expressing that he's lonely a lot, and we do our best. We're trying, but
Yeah.
he's gotta also find himself and grow in that area,
Mhm.
and he's gonna have to learn those life lessons, so I try not to get I want for him, but I can't force him. We have him in, like, a social skills group, and
Right.
we talk to him.
Mhm.
We encourage him, but about why, like, it's important to make friends, because on the other side of things is he either says he's lonely or he says, like, he doesn't really care about having friends.
Mm.
And I'm like, you want friends now because if you don't learn how to make friends now and if you don't maintain at least a few key friendships, maybe they won't be your friends forever, but throughout the years and you form a solid friendship group, it won't be hard for you to make friends as an adult.
Right.
You'll know how to make friends. You'll know how to navigate friendships.
Mm.
And I grew up very sheltered. I grew up with a very strict mom. My stepdad was super strict. I wasn't allowed to go out with friends. I wasn't allowed to have friends outside of like I had friends at school. I
Mhm.
wouldn't say that I was super, super popular, but
Yeah.
I had a great group of friends in high school. A lot of people who I still
Same.
talk to today via Facebook. We still keep up with each other's lives. I have people that I've known since I was pre-high school. Can I say like we're homies, we're just gonna pull up and hang out together right now? No.
Right. Right.
And I live out here too. It's been hard to make
Mhm.
friends here
Mm.
because once you're an adult is different. I have great people who I am friends with here. I got, like I said, people that I've met through work.
Mhm.
Melissa, love
Mhm.
Melissa. Shout out Mel.
Shout out, Mel. I love you.
Like I have
Right, right,
people,
right.
but again, I don't really be stepping out like that.
Mhm.
I probably should, but
Mhm.
I just don't.
No,
But yeah,
I mean,
it's
same here. I still have friends in my life that I've known since I was 5 years old that we still communicate. Middle school friends, elementary school friends, high school. Some of my closest friends were my best friends in high school.
yeah,
So I've held on to some friendships, but obviously not all because it's life, right?
yeah.
People change, people evolve, people do shitty things. Like
Mm-hmm.
it just can go. It can go anyway.
That's the thing is like I kept looking at these messages. I'm like,
Mm.
I'm not going through anything with anybody that I know of right now.
So, a reel that I saw with the guy saying something about that one friend that ended up losing all of her friends. And I can't even remember now. It's because of the drinks. Exactly what he said, but it was something to that effect, right? He's like, um,
Said, when you stop being friends with that one person who stopped being friends with everybody
with
else,
everybody else, and you
they knew
realize that,
before you. You
yeah,
realize they're the problem.
exactly. And that
Ooh,
really that
right
really
here?
yeah. Yep.
Don't you love when that happens? You're like,
Uh,
"Oh,
exactly. That's what that is. Because I had my old best friend
okay."
who didn't like you. And
Why?
and I don't
Can I
think
ask? I've wanted to
so
know.
so I had asked her that several times, especially when,
Cause
you
she would
first
get
got.
mad if you would post me.
Oh, yeah, she did not like how close we got. She did not like, it drove her crazy that you and I became
That you
so
didn't hate my guts.
yeah, that I didn't hate you anymore with her, right?
Yeah.
You came
It took
to the
convincing. Christy
department.
got stuck training me, and that's how she got to know me. And she was trying so hard not to like me. And I was like, "Hi."
Right.
Every day I'm just like bugging her. I'm like,
Right. And no, and you just ended up being like one of the coolest people I know.
"Oh, thank you. You are one of the
And
coolest people I know."
thank you. But yeah, and I used to ask her all the time, like, why don't you like her? And she just used to say, there's just something about her. There's just something about her, like something I don't trust, or she's
I'm the
too
shit.
nice, or she's too like I think that something about your personality, her not realizing that you're just a genuine person, came off to her as fake. And I think that that's what it was, like, she gave the vibe that, like, she just felt like you weren't genuine, and I'm like, "Yo, you need to get to know her." Like,
People
sh
people can feel however
they
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 see
can they
you.
can they can, but, like, it
I
was
used to
hard
let
for
shit like
me.
that bother me.
It was hard for me because, she was, like, one of my closest friends, and then I was getting to know you and got close with you, and I'm like, "Dude, like, she's dope, so
Thank you.
relax, like, what the
Eh,
hell's wrong with you?"
how long did it take you? This is like, I mean, answer only what
Mhm,
you want.
sure.
But questions come
Mhm.
up. How long have you been distanced from this person now?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Now is it, and again, this could be to anybody. We're not gonna say
Mhm.
it's about this one friendship,
Mhm.
but in general, is it usually a collection of little things that happens over time, or is it one big thing that happens? And after that one big thing happens, you're like, how did I not see these 10,000 other things that were happening in the background?
So it was a collection of small things that happened.
Those little needle pokes?
But the thing is, right, the interesting part about this is you would think that because over time I started to notice these little things, right?
Mhm.
I still wasn't the one that ended the friendship. She was.
That's wild.
Right.
Okay. But
Um,
were you calling her out?
No, I'm the type of person I honestly don't give a shit about much, right?
Yeah.
And so even though I'm
Oh,
noticing
yeah.
these things, I don't give a shit that you feel this way. I don't care that you're doing these things. If it doesn't significantly impact me, I'm not gonna address it because I don't got time for that, right?
You either get
So
over it or you won't.
exactly. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I never even addressed the things, the behavior that I was seeing, the comments that were being made because I didn't care enough to. So I let it go. But over time, she just stopped communicating. She stopped reaching out. She stopped. And I'm like, huh, interesting. Okay. But I can see it leading up to that. I feel like it had to do with, how sometimes people just aren't happy that you're happy?
Oh, you landed on it. There it is. You know a Monopoly when you ding, 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 ding. There it is.
And I feel like it was that case because when the friendship ended, I was very happy. I had been doing very great in my career. Really good things were happening for me. I had just started a new relationship where I was madly in love and everything was
You were
just,
starting the glow era.
yeah, it just was, everything felt like it was falling into place. And those things kind of weren't happening for her. So it'd be comments, little digs, this, and that. And then the distance and the communication. Like she was one of my best friends, so we would talk every day. And then now a day went by and we talked every day, 7 days a week. And now today's Tuesday and there's no anything. Now today's Wednesday and so now she started to create that distance. And I
Mm.
feel like that's what it was. It was kind of one of those like, I don't want to deal with your happiness. So I'm going to remove myself from the friendship. And I don't even know if that's 100% accurate, but based on everything that I saw and that I experienced, that's what I got from it. That was the conclusion I came to.
Did it surprise you?
Not one bit.
So when it happened, it was just like there was no fighting about it, no
No, I
nothing.
was like, oh, okay.
So and then if you were sent an announcement. What is it they say on the internet? I'm gonna be a bitch right now. I know I am. It's a bitchy thing to say, but I'm gonna say it, Christy. You know that, right?
Say it.
It's not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure.
That's right.
You don't have to announce your departure.
Yep.
And I mean that respectfully and disrespectfully to everybody. I haven't had that situation recently, but there have been moments in my life where I have identified that there are people that are not really for me. Like friends I had, 10, 11, 15 years ago, friendships that again, those are friendships I had at that time that they saw me go through big life transitions, leave one relationship and go to another. Chose a side without really even asking questions type shit. And it's like, what are you doing?
Right.
And here's why, because I believe probably controversially so, if you're friends with a couple, you can maintain those friendships. Like you
Right.
don't have to choose a side.
Right.
I understand people will choose a side, and there are certainly instances where choosing a side is necessary.
Right.
But I feel like nobody should be pressured to do that or feel a certain way about that. And then,
Mhm.
later on want to act like it's all good.
Exactly.
That I hate more than anything. Like, just stop.
If you develop a relationship with both people, like, it's okay unless something super
Mm.
egregious happened where one of the two did something super terrible to the other, where it's like, you know what, I can't
I
get
can't
behind that.
justify
Yeah,
that.
that's not okay. Then, at the end of the day, what's wrong with keeping both friendships?
I mean,
As long as you mind your business.
they're right. Don't be a monitoring spirit, as they call it.
Exactly.
That's the problem though, is I think for a lot of people it becomes difficult because um one party always wants information out of the other.
Mm. Mhm.
About the other,
Yeah.
and then you get stuck being that go between because that's no fun either.
Right.
It's not cool at all.
Right.
But it happens, like, or you inadvertently say some shit. That shit happened to me a few
Mhm.
times, and I've only had one breakup in my life, so like I would get phone calls from my ex when we're like, and I don't know if she's gonna watch this. It's on the internet, but
Mm.
I mean, I fucked up a lot in that breakup. I've said that publicly. It
Mhm.
took me 15 years to get to the point where I can admit that, but
Mhm.
there are probably some things I could have done differently. Um, but will call me when you're in that phase where you're broken up, but you're still dealing with mutual shit you gotta deal with. And so every conversation is argument. Every conversation is rehashing the up shit that happened in your relationship and who's to blame today for this. And,
That's right.
you know, 5 years ago when you couldn't open the pickle jar for me, I should have known then that you were gonna fucking leave me. Like dumb shit. I'm being hyperbolic.
Yeah.
But
No, but it's
But
true.
it's
That's really how it
petty
goes, though.
bullshit like that.
That's absolutely how
Petty
it goes.
bullshit.
I dealt with it in my divorce, right? Dealt with the same stuff, and especially when you're getting a divorce, you have to communicate with the
Oof.
person. There's court hearings, there's this, there's that, it's just a
Who's
shit ton
getting
of.
the toaster? Now suddenly your partner who's never eaten toast in their entire life
You're
wants the
waiting for
toaster.
the
Give me
toaster.
the toaster. They're $11 at Walmart. Just take the shit
Right,
then. Fuck.
exactly.
I didn't have a toaster till 6 months ago.
Oh my god.
I went years without a toaster.
Oh, yeah, because she had PTSD from the ex who wanted the
Toaster.
goddamn toaster.
My ex didn't want the was petty. My ex was petty. Shit went down. Like I said, I didn't do great things. But one thing I'll never forget, and if you are watching this, you're a motherfucker for this one.
You petty girl.
But it's funny, but fuck up. She left grains of rice in every square inch of the apartment when
Get
she
the hell
moved
out of
out.
here.
There was grains of rice everywhere.
Why do I feel like that's some kind of voodoo
Boo,
stuff?
somebody said that, and I was like, I don't know.
Nah, that feels like
There was grains of rice when I feel like it was done to inconvenience the fuck out of me. Because imagine having to clean. Imagine if somebody took a 20-pound bag of medium grain Goya rice and
Right.
walked around the apartment and left it in every crack and crevice.
Yo, that is one of the pettiest things. Actually, you know what, girl? I kind of like that. When I'm feeling, I want to be
Everywhere. Ask
petty.
Helen.
I
Ask
might use
Helen.
that.
Because she was there. That might have been the reason.
That's exactly why.
Helen and I were cleaning rice out of that fuck ass apartment. We didn't even put furniture in that bitch. We didn't stay there much longer. Helen and I
That's crazy.
cleaned rice out of that fuck ass apartment for weeks. Every time we thought we had gotten it all, we found mom, but there was more in the closet or some other dumb shit.
That's
The
insane.
apartment was bone empty. They didn't leave me none of my shit. None of my shit. Just I had my clothes.
So would you rather that, or so I had an ex who, well, she probably will watch this too, 'cause we're friends and I'm gonna share it. So I'm sorry.
You tell me if you
But
want to cut out.
no, we could talk about it because I'm
Oh.
not gonna say her name. She'll just know it was her when she hear it.
Do I know this person? Have I met this person?
You have not met
Okay.
her. So when we broke up because she decided to read my journal. And I wrote some stuff in there that I probably should have just kept in here. Instead of doing this, I should have just kept it all in here. But she read my journal. She read my diary.
That sounds like some high school shit, but I know it wasn't high school.
We weren't in high school. I was 20 something.
That's
old.
wild.
I was 20 something years old. So it was a while ago, but
I should have known this was
20.
in like the early 2000s because nobody journals like that no
Listen,
more.
hey,
I love journaling. I can't. I have ADHD like a
Yeah.
mother. So
So she read my journal. She read things that she shouldn't have read. I come home from work and all of my furniture was broken, turned upside down.
Ooh.
Every paint. So I paint too, and I had my own artwork on every wall of the house. Like it was like one painting in the living room, one in the dining room, one in the kitchen, one in the. She destroyed all of my paintings. She destroyed
shit.
all of my furniture. Literally broke my dressers.
She was big mad.
Big. That I shouldn't have wrote that shit in my journal. That was the problem.
I have an idea, but I'm probably wrong. She's Christian. They're like this big back bitch. She looked at me today. Don't want to punch her in her shit.
No, it wasn't even anything. I'll tell you off camera. I can't put that on.
Nah, you
not
could
gonna
do
that.
that.
But yeah, she destroyed my
Yikes.
so much so that I couldn't allow my daughter to come home to that. Right, I have a daughter.
Oh,
My
damn.
daughter was 7 years old at the
Oh,
time.
damn.
So I didn't want her to come home to see that. I had to leave my daughter at my mom's house for 3 days. It took me 3 days to get my apartment in order because everything was so destroyed in pieces.
Did you have to get new furniture in that time
everything
frame?
was yeah.
That's an expense. Here's the thing. Leave me with nothing, I have to buy all new shit. Leave me with fucked up shit, I have to buy all new shit. So
Either way.
would have been nice to just have like I could leave you 2 of everything or 3 of everything, like 3 forks.
Right.
You know, I'll take the couch. You take the bed.
Exactly. I tried to do that in my divorce too. I was like, what do you I told her she could have whatever she wants. She didn't want anything at all. And I am the type of person that every time I move, I want everything brand new. So
You've told me that before about you.
every single time I move, I need to buy everything brand new. I have no attachments to material things. So I'm not attached to a couch or to a bed or to a chair. Like I don't give a shit about none of that stuff. I'll get rid of all of it and just buy everything brand new. So I was gonna do that anyway. So I'm like, take the furniture. Like just take it. You know I'm gonna buy all new shit. I don't want none of this stuff.
Yeah.
But she didn't want nothing either, so I ended up just getting rid of everything.
Helen and I kept everything, surprisingly, when we moved from Florida to here. And we were coming from an apartment. I was like, oh, you know, we're gonna have too much room. My closet in my last apartment in Florida, my closet in my last apartment in Florida was bigger than the kitchen in my house here in Rhode Island.
Wow. Jeez.
In an apartment, big ass closet. Here,
that's what I mean.
Here, I got clothes in there. We each have our own closet upstairs.
Yeah.
The guest closet is full. The coat closet in the front of the door is full. Connor's closet's bursting at the seams. We have clothes in totes because we swap them out seasonally. And then we just went and bought new everything to go to Puerto Rico.
So I'm one of those people. Every time I travel, I have to buy new everything. I know it's
no, because I told Helen that I feel like in Puerto Rico, I don't know, they take their clothes seriously.
Well,
you won't catch people half stepping out there most of the time.
Right.
I'm not gonna say like everybody's style is unique. Do people dress casually? 100%, but
Right.
like
But I'm one of those like
tienen piquete.
Yeah. I travel for work, right? Every 3 months. Even traveling for work, every time
You're buying new everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just wanna like if I'm
Shoes too or just clothes?
Sometimes I'll buy at least one new pair of shoes. But every single time I travel,
Where are you putting all the clothes?
in all of the closets in my house. So here, there, storage bin. Like they're every you swap them out, but I also am very into donating, right? So I don't keep things again, I have no emotional attachments to anything, and that includes clothes. So I seasonally donate.
Okay.
So I don't keep it like anything that I have, I've only had it for a short time. And the stuff that I bought last winter, like that's already been donated. And this
Oh
winter it was
shit.
all new. So I do that every year. I've always been like that. I've been doing that with my daughter's stuff. Like we just donate every single season.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got here. I can't remember.
Me either. We were supposed to be talking about friend breakups and
Breakups.
we just
We were just saying like you it's really if you're a believer, if you have if you know you lean into your faith, some people call it discernment.
Mhm.
God gives you discernment. I pray for that a lot. You
Mhm.
don't have to fix it for me, God, but if you could just point it out as a problem,
Exactly.
tell me it's an issue,
Yep.
I
Right.
could figure
I'll
it out.
figure it out. Exactly.
But
Yep.
tell me, because oh, we were talking about my ex. My ex left me. Yeah, so my ex left me nothing but grains of rice.
Grains of rice.
That, but I think that I learned a lot with that breakup. I'm sure, and I kept some I kept some very great friends in that breakup. So I have friends
Right.
who I would say are friends, like best friends. Most of those people are people who were 15 plus, 20 plus, 13, 14 plus in. We're in.
Yep.
We may not talk like we used to. We don't cut up around the town like we used to because our knees.
That's right. Good
The
news.
type you know what else is beautiful? The type of conversations that you have change
Mhm.
when you get older and your
That's right.
friendship matures, and I love that. You have these types of conversations.
Exactly.
You're not talking about the same old bullshit, but it's good because you enjoy every stage of that, and
That's right.
that's where that discernment comes in, though, because you
Mhm.
start to find that people don't seem to be enjoying those conversations as much as you are.
Right.
And that sometimes that feeling sucks when
Mhm.
you realize you ever realize mid conversation that you're feeling one way about it and it's a completely different way and
Right.
you don't even know what to do in that moment.
Right.
You been there?
I've been there.
You're like, oh, all
Yep.
right.
I've been there.
You that dig was for me.
Mhm.
That bullet has a name on it.
I've been there recently, very recently, like as recent as last week.
Oh
So,
shit.
yeah, no. It's
Ooh.
the thing about growth is that not everyone goes through it, right? Not everyone evolves and some people kind of stay stuck in a place where it's like, yeah, we used to be that person,
Yes.
but now we're here. And it's okay for people to be in different places in their life.
100%.
100% okay with that. But when you start to have these conversations and you realize that now I can't really even converse with you because we're really in two different places in our life.
That's
I don't love
tough.
you any less, but this is going to make this friendship a little bit hard
Yeah.
because now what are we going to do? What are we going to talk about? What are we going to enjoy together? Like what does this friendship look like now?
And different places doesn't just mean economically. It
Right, not at
doesn't
all.
mentalities can
Mentality.
feel like two different cities in two different countries.
Right.
If your mentalities aren't similar, you don't have to think exactly alike. I love when there's a little bit of discourse among friends.
Mhm.
Makes for good conversations,
Yep.
right? I'm all for that. Just we gotta agree on a few key ingredients, cause
Mm,
like
that's right.
there are a few key ingredients that I really can't hear you say something about, cause I'm be like,
Mhm.
nah. Other than that, I love a good debate. Like, cool, we don't have to agree on everything. That makes it fun, and I love to talk shit. It's
Right.
fun for me to talk shit. Like, my brother-in-law and I are both football fans. Matt, he's been on the show before. He's a 49ers fan, diehard. I'm a diehard Saints fan. You know, if you see me on social media, that's my team. And Matt is a lifelong 49ers fan. Every couple of years, they play each other and
Mm,
they played each other this year. And I knew we were going to get our ass whooped. I can say this now because the season's over. I knew we was going to get our ass handed to us. And we didn't get our ass handed to us, but the 49ers won. Man, we was talking shit for like a week straight.
mm,
It's a good time. That's different.
right.
But if you and I can't, we also can't have two completely different mentalities, because if
Right.
there are things or just mindsets. You said something earlier that I want to circle back to. Or we kind of say like the young kids, and I know we joke like we're super old, but sometimes the disconnect is a friend who doesn't want to live at their age.
Mhm.
Does that, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I can't be in my late 30s still having the mindset of a 23, 24-year-old. It's
Exactly.
not a knock to 23 or 24-year-olds, but I did all that, and I have no
Right.
interest in going back
Right.
to that time period in my life.
Right, and that's my whole point about the comment about growth, right? Like, I would expect for me to be in a different place mentally now than I was at
Yeah.
23. At 43 years old, I should absolutely be in a different place.
Yeah.
And to me, it's unfortunate for the people who are 43 and still have a 23-year-old mentality. It's like, what happened? What stunted your growth? And where do you go from here? And how can we connect at this point? Because now you're still stuck at it.
We
You're
can't.
still exactly.
We can't.
Exactly. So that affects the friendships too. And not that I stopped being friends with someone, but now I know where your place is at in my life, and it's not we're not gonna be close anymore. We're not gonna, it just it changes the dynamic of everything.
I oh,
Mm,
I hate that, because those moments of distance or time frames where y'all aren't vibing, like, it sucks
mhm.
because it's not even one obvious, like, glaring thing. It's not like you can be like, "We have falling out because."
Right.
It's, "We stopped talking over time because every time I was around such and such, all they wanted to do was party and twerk off a handstand and
Right.
be out till 4 in the morning." And I'm 38 years old now, and if I eat grease after a certain time of night, it's rough.
I know it.
You know?
Oh, I know.
I'm not
Oh, I got
I
the Tums on the
I
nightstand.
got about 1 or 2, maybe 3 big nights in me per year at
Mm,
this point. I wouldn't even know where to go. You know where I've been going a lot lately is a great spot, Needle and Thread.
love needle and thread.
Needle and Thread is such a
It's
vibe.
such a vibe.
That's my kinda night.
In a place
But that's a respectful night
to
out.
go.
You could
Yeah.
shake your ass in a corner.
Right.
They got really comfy seating so your feet
Right.
don't get
Right.
tired.
Right.
Good drinks.
The food there is even good. Have
I
you been
have
there?
not eaten there yet.
I've eaten there several times. The food is delicious,
I've
the drinks
heard
are
the
good, like
menu's fire.
yeah, no,
Um,
I enjoy
Needle and
Needle and
Thread's a
Thread.
spot.
Yeah,
That's like 2,
mhm,
3 good nights a year. 2 birthdays usually.
mm.
Birthdays usually.
I brought in a New Year's at Needle and Thread
Oh, yeah?
years ago,
How was
yeah.
that?
It was fun, it was a good
I
time.
never know what to do for New Year's. We went to New
Yeah,
York this year with my mom, but we didn't go do like we were
mhm,
in a hotel room. We were in bed.
mhm,
But yeah, that's harder because yeah, those are like you want to be doing that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I have a 14-year-old son. I have a family obligations. Like we all have kids, so we do a lot of kid-oriented things. Like we love to do a movie, cousins movie day.
almost 22. I don't watch
But you got a lot of nieces. You
I
got a
got
village kid.
I do, and I have, like I take care of my babies, my nephews, my 2
Hmm.
little boys.
Take him to see
Mhm.
Goat.
I ain't taking them nowhere, them 2 little menaces to society. They
Chris is
stay in
like,
the house.
when it gets to Netflix,
Yeah, exactly, that's when
throw it on the
well,
tablet, we in there.
absolutely, absolutely. I don't
Oh
go
my
outside with
god.
kids. I don't go outside with kids. I ain't built for outside with children, I'm not.
We do alright. You we just did musical bingo last night, and we had, our nephew with us.
Aw.
He's such a ham. He's so freaking smart. They're
Mhm.
all so smart. I look at them and I'm like, "I was not this smart when I was y'all's age. I was eating fucking crayons and
Crayons.
shit."
For real.
My intelligence didn't show up till later in life, like
Yeah, no, these kids are ridiculous. My nephews, oh my God. It's like it's unbelievable that you can really have a full, logical, just conversation with a 2-year-old.
sometimes
With a
they're
2-year-old.
sometimes they're better friends than the friends we got.
Word.
You
Word.
could, and they'll give you some occasionally a kid will say some shit that just leaves you like, "You know what?
Right. Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Right.
You know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right." it's I keep circling back to the friends things because I just keep like, it's such an interesting thing. I think that as you get older, it's harder too because, like, how do you have that conversation? Like, I joke that you shouldn't announce your departure, but I think that where it's a situation, like, I think that if you're gonna be in a situation where you're angry or you have bad feelings towards the person, that you're really that, like,
Mhm.
over them, fine. But again, that point, don't announce your departure.
Yeah.
However, I think if it's a situation where like you're two people and one side is left wondering what the hell happened, I feel like it's only fair for you to be like, listen,
Mhm.
I've been doing thinking and I come to realize like we're in two different spots. I got
Right.
nothing but love for you. I'm always gonna look out for you if you need me. I'm gonna call away, but I don't think we need to continue like trying to create a friendship where it doesn't not create,
And
trying to feed a friendship that doesn't
right,
exist.
right. And that's the thing, right? Like I said, like I assume based on the things that she had said that that was the reason why she decided to distance herself, right? I never
Mhm.
cared enough to have the conversation, right? Because again, I'm just one of those type of people. I really don't give a shit about anything. I do and I don't, right? But I
Right.
just don't care enough to go out of my way for that. Even though she was one of my best friends for a really long time, right? I still just was like, if this is how you want to act when I've done nothing wrong, then you can go.
Now, was the goodbye
Yeah.
hateful or was it just like, "I don't think we should be friends anymore"?
There was 0 conversation. It was literally just communication stopped.
Oh, so you didn't even get told.
No, there was
Oh.
0 conversation about anything that had
So
to do
y'all
with
just
our
like y'all
friendship.
texted "Bye, girl" one day or "Good night."
We had a regular conversation one day, the next day, no text message, the next day after that, I'm like, "Hey, everything okay? I didn't hear from you yesterday." She's like,
Mhm.
"Everything's fine." And so then every few days, we communicated for like a week or so, but it was super dry, right? It wasn't like our normal conversations.
So you already like some
And
shit's
then
up.
and then she just stopped. She just stopped responding to text messages. She just stopped. And I'm like, again, I know for a fact that I never did anything
Oh,
wrong to
so
her.
y'all still to this day, there's been no
There's been so she has so I actually want to circle back real quick before I finish that. Back to that reel about the guy saying that you once you break up with a friend, you realize that she was the problem because she lost all her friends before you.
Mhm.
So she had that problem. She had like 3 best friends before me that were no longer her friends. And throughout the years, I had always asked her, "What the hell happened?" But, like, she would tell me stories about her and this person, her and that person, and this person was her best friend for this many years, and this person was and but now none of these people are your friends. And I used to be like, "What happened?" And she would always say, "I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why they don't talk to me. I don't know what happened. I don't." And I always found that strange, but I didn't push it because again, it's really none of my business. I was just curious in the moment while we're having these conversations, right? Like, "Damn, what
Mhm.
happened?" And she would always say, "I don't know." But now it happened with me. And she's the one that distanced herself from me
And then told other people, "I don't know what
and
happened."
then is probably telling other people that she doesn't know what happened. So who's really the fucking problem here? Because I know I didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
I did nothing wrong. I've always been supportive. I've always been there for her. I've always encouraged her. I always told you. I try to be a good friend to everyone that I'm friends with.
Yeah.
And I'm not a backstabber. I don't do shady shit. I don't talk about people behind their backs. Like
It
I'm
is
not
what
one of
it
those
is.
people.
Yeah, I feel
So
like
I
you
know
cut
I
your
didn't do.
losses.
Yeah.
You
So
did.
so that's exactly what I did. I'm like, "Oh, you don't wanna communicate? I'm not chasing you because I didn't do shit to you for you to not wanna communicate with me.
Right.
So goodbye." And that's it.
And y'all ain't talked since.
So she reached out like a year later, like sometime last year, she reached out and she was like, "Hey, I miss you. Can we do dinner or lunch?" I said, "Okay, that's fine." We scheduled a time, something came up and I couldn't do it. We rescheduled again and something else came up. Both times something came up on my end where I had to cancel. And the second time that I canceled, she just never reached out again after that. So we left it and again, I don't chase nobody. I'm never gonna
Right.
chase. So she reached out and I was like, all right, maybe now we can have that conversation and she can explain to me because obviously I would prefer to sit down face to face and say, why the hell did you stop talking to me? Weren't
Right.
you feeling some type of way about the fact that I was happy in my life at that point because that
Oof.
was the only there was nothing going on between you and I. The only thing that was going on was that my life was good. Where it wasn't before because I had just came out of my divorce. So you were
Yeah.
best friends with me when I was miserable and going through my divorce, but as soon as I come out of that and now I'm happy.
But that's also a mentality thing because it's almost like, "Ooh, now we get to be single together." And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with being single. And I love people who have the ability to sit down and not have the
Right.
ability, but like people who are okay with being on their own and make
Mhm.
beautiful lives for themselves. I love that. Think again, that's that shift though, where there's a and I'm not criticizing your friend. I'm saying as a general pattern of that
Right.
I've noticed in my own life with people. Like, oh, you're single, I'm single. We're gonna, go out
Mhm.
and tear the club up. We're gonna go out and be, you know,
Go thoughtin'
single
together.
bitches. We're gonna have a and like
Let's go thoughtin'
did you
together.
ever watch Insecure?
Yes.
Okay, so it was
Yep.
kinda like how, and why is her name escaping me now? Her best
Issa
friend, Issa
Issa
and
Rae,
who? Oh my god, I can't
oh
remember
man.
the character's
It's been
name.
so long since I watched it, so
I
I
we
don't.
rewatched it. I watched it
Mhm.
faithfully. Helen would watch from time to time, but was
Yep.
never gave the show a chance.
Oh, it was so good.
Last year, I wanna say, or 2 years ago, I sat down and I occasionally if I have a show that I like a lot, I'll rewatch it. But yeah, it's that thing of like, we're gonna, I can't remember her best friend's name, that's gonna bother me so much. The lawyer.
Yeah.
But
You can do
anyways,
that,
they
no
went
worries.
through a phase in the show where that's exactly what happened. Do you remember how they had that weird falling out, and then they like it was them taking digs at each other a little over time, and Issa very rightfully pointed out that as soon as she started to do well, they went through that phase where she was Molly. It's Molly. It came to me as soon as I took my swig of water.
You're right.
Molly. They had a point in time where Issa, you remember that falling out when Issa arranged for the music festival
Mhm.
and then Molly got mad because she was dating that guy who worked at Rock Nation and he helped her pull a certain rapper for the festival after Issa had asked Molly and Molly said she didn't want to go bother her man by asking him for a
Yep.
favor.
I remember that.
They had been falling out for months,
Mhm.
for months. And it was very those subtle digs.
I don't remember
Issa making comments
specifically.
to Molly about
Mhm.
Molly's choices, Molly making comments to Issa
Yeah, you're
about
right,
her
you're right.
choices.
Yep.
And you could see it in the show. They had that falling out. And I remember it felt like a breakup. It was
Mm.
agonizing to watch because you're like, damn, I'm so sad for them. I'm going to put this on this week's playlist. Have you ever heard the song Nothing Without You by Tenor Rap? It is the most incredible, beautiful,
You don't
soulful.
send me music anymore like
I
you
got
used to.
to. Uh, Soulful, orchestral
Mm,
R&B song. It's a very, ethereal sounding song.
mm,
That's the song that was playing on the show when they walked away from each other. It's a song like it hits you here and that feeling match. And I was like, damn, like they really just
mm,
fell out. That's
mhm.
her ride or die. Like
Right.
they're not gonna make up the next day. And I remember because the episode did this thing, I think it was that episode, it paralleled where Issa and Molly used to always go to that Ethiopian restaurant at the
Yep,
end of certain
yep.
episodes. And I think either Molly walks into the episode and into the Ethiopian restaurant and sees Issa, or Issa walks in and sees Molly, and one of them leaves.
Mm.
And you're just like,
Damn,
damn, it's a
damn.
wrap. That has to
I have to
suck.
rewatch. I'm gonna rewatch it now. You're making me wanna rewatch it.
Let's
It's been a
do.
while.
I have an idea. Why don't we rewatch it and you and I'll do a rewatch podcast on Insecure.
Let's do it.
That would be dope. We
I'm here
rewatch
for it.
the Insecure rewind.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like that's a monumental thing to happen in life.
Right.
And you're almost lost because you're like, I all of the fun moments, all of the cool things I would do in life, I did with this person to
Like, I went on vacation with this I took her to my island, like, I took her to Puerto Rico. We did a family vacation
you hung out with her
together.
son a lot.
Yeah, like we were family, we were family.
He's
She
younger than
he
Trinity.
only by a year.
Oh, okay, so he's already,
Yes,
like,
they're
college
the same.
aged.
Yeah, they're almost the same age.
Oh,
She got ordained and she's the one who officiated my wedding.
really?
Yes.
Were her and your ex tight?
They got cool because we were together. They didn't know each other before then.
But I'm saying, like, they were cool.
Yeah, they
Very
loved each other, yes. And she struggled a lot when I told her that I was getting a divorce. She really felt some type of way, like, she really, really I'm like, "Damn, like, do you want her? Because I don't understand why you got these big feelings about that." Like, I'm so confused, like, I get that you guys got close over time because we were together almost 10 years, our friendship was 10 years, 11 years old, And so I get it, but at the same time, like, you were my best friend. Like, you spent most of your time with me, not with her, but she really felt some type of way and, like, almost sided with my ex.
really?
Yeah.
I coulda seen that coming,
Other people said the same thing. Other people said that I should have seen that coming, and I didn't. I was actually
and that's probably
surprised.
where the friendship started to end.
Yeah, I feel like it was. I feel like that's where it started.
And see, the thing is, like, that's crazy because you brought them together. Yeah, it really is.
Mhm.
It's been a good chat.
It's been great.
Good chat.
I've had a good time.
I appreciate you talking honestly and openly about that. Any advice you could give to people who are going through that situation? I know you said like you're big on the
Ooh,
I don't care, but
yeah.
how do you manage the feelings of separation?
I think you're asking the wrong one when it comes to that because I just am so like a no feelings type of person. Like I have feelings, but I choose to not place them in certain places.
That's fair.
So I haven't been sad about even though I loved her very much and I really considered her one of my closest friends and I thought that her and I were gonna grow old together.
Really?
I really did. Like we were gonna be 2 old biddies on a porch, like, sipping our coffee or our beer or whatever and
Mm.
just cackling about life and just like, I thought we were gonna be one of those kinda best friends, and it didn't end up being that, and I'm not really
Are you open to getting back to that point?
it depends on her reason as to why she created the distance.
Okay.
I feel like I'm a very reasonable person. And if you can make something make sense to me, I'm okay.
Do you feel like you owe her any apology?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So it'd
Absolutely
be
not.
more of a thing of like just state your reason. I
State
don't
your reason and if anyone owes someone an apology, it would be her because I never created the distance and I never did anything wrong.
do you think you would have entertained a conversation back then about like, hey, this is how I'm feeling?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm an over communicator, so I like to talk about things, even if it's repetitive. Like if we have to have the same conversation multiple times so we can get to an understanding, I'm okay doing that because I want to understand and I also want you to understand me.
Yeah, of course.
So I have no problems having those conversations, but other people most people aren't like that. So they rather leave things unsaid and move on with their life and pretend shit just never happened.
So maybe the advice is for all of our friends this week. Maybe the advice is sometimes it's okay to leave things where they are.
Amen. That is absolutely
Yeah?
true. I think it's okay to leave things where they're at because right now, if I never speak to her again, I'm okay with that. Like I'm focused on my life and what is bringing me joy and peace, and that's the only thing that's important to me. So it's okay to leave that where it's at. Everything has its season, so and nothing is meant to last forever. So
No. Well,
some
no.
things.
Yeah.
Some things are meant to
Yeah,
last forever.
absolutely.
Not everything. I should say it that way. Not everything is meant to last forever,
And
and that's
yeah.
okay.
I think that's kind of what Helen was saying last week's episode too. If you haven't had a chance to catch that episode, I think that Helen was kind of saying like, if it doesn't serve you anymore, like you forgive the other person.
That's right.
You forgive the other person because it serves you to forgive others,
Mhm.
but you don't have to dwell and you don't have to force something to be what it it was, right?
Absolutely.
It's absolutely okay to walk away from a situation, and she's taught me that a lot because
Mhm.
I used to dwell on shit like that. It would be hard for me to understand why, like, people didn't like me, certain people didn't like me. It was hard for me to understand, like, why did this person stop talking to me? Sometimes it's not even about you. Sometimes it's
Right.
just that, like, different spaces in
It's
life.
almost never gonna be about you. It's about them.
Sure. It's sad to be the them in somebody's story, though. Does
Mhm.
that make sense?
Mhm.
Like, I just hate that that's like, oh, I had a friend that I fell out with because I also always wonder on the other side of that. Like, what is the story you're telling other people? What is the story you're telling other people? And I've been guilty of, like I said, with my breakup, that was probably one of the biggest
Mhm.
things. Like, I think for years, I was just like, I had to get out of that situation. Da, 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 da. I think that if I could go back and do things, I would have left the relationship sooner because the way that I decided to leave the relationship, there is really no other way to look at it from the outside looking in, not knowing me and my brain and my life and my feelings. People saw it coming. I heard that from many people. They were like, honestly, that doesn't shock me. Like, y'all breaking up
Mhm.
doesn't surprise me. But I think if I had been a better person, I would have left the relationship sooner. And I think that's the same for friendships. Like, it's okay to realize you can't be in that friendship anymore. I think, but it's
Right.
not fair to do. So it's two sides to the coin. You have to learn that if you are the person left with no explanation, to Chrissy's point, you can't give a fuck. It's okay to leave things where they are. I had to learn to stop dwelling. But on the other side of that is if you feel like something no longer serves you, if you feel like something is no longer worth anything to you, it's also important that you go ahead and let the other people who are in that situation with you know,
Right. Right.
because
That
that
would
way
be the
nobody
decent
walks away
thing
with
to do.
questions.
Yeah.
It's so easy to be like, you know what, respectfully, we're in two different places in life. We had our season. I'm always, like I said earlier, I'm always going to be there for you. If you need me,
Mhm.
you pick up the phone and call me because I know at the end of the day, what I know about you is that if she really ever actually needed you, you wouldn't hesitate.
Exactly.
You wouldn't.
Right.
Right? And that's the
Right.
way you
That's
are
just
with hella people.
exactly.
You are if they are in a spot in your life, I think what I know about you and what I could say is as being your friend is people you got them.
Mhm. Always.
I got you. And that's a lot of the way that I
And
am. I got you.
even if we fall out, because like you said, she can call me right now and say, "I really need you," and I haven't talked to her since she tried to have lunch with me a year ago, and, I would come running because that's the type of person that I am.
And probably forget everything. And go back to but it's hard because I think for me the other problem is being such a like cerebral person and being so in my head. I also would hate to leave somebody overthinking the end of the situation
Mm,
and wondering like, damn, how long was she planning on ditching our friendship? How long was she planning on,
yeah. Yeah.
you know?
I get and most people will probably be like that. Again, like for me personally, because I'm just not that type of person and I just don't care. Like I never have any of those thoughts, right? I just
I do.
I don't think about it. I don't
Oh, I do.
just none of it. It just
There are
it is
people
what
to
it
this
is.
day
It's
that I'm
just
like,
something in my past at this point that never comes back to mind unless someone brings her up or says something, you know what I'm saying? Or brings back a memory that she
I
happened to
send
be
you a show
involved with.
topic.
You sent me a show topic, and I was like, "This is
Christy's
perfect because
like,
I
the
went through this."
universe is calling to
Right.
me. And I want to point out, I also feel bad. The other side of that is because I'm not being, it's not that I don't want to be friends with you. I promise there are probably a few people out there who feel like that right now. It's not that. It's just,
You're busy.
ah,
Life is happening.
yeah, so I feel like in a sense that's something that I have to work on is just communicating like, "Hey,
Mhm.
we're good." It's also good to communicate that you're good.
Right,
We're
right.
good. I'm so busy right now. My mental health, I've had to start being real with people. My mental health isn't where it should be at. And like I've told people before, like I'm not going to be a good time.
They gotta respect it.
I'm not you ever had that
Yeah,
kind of you're like, I could go.
yeah. But oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna be a good
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Just so you know. You're not getting the best version of me. And
Mhm.
I have many different sides, and I think a lot of people don't always see that.
Right.
Like, I think I was talking to Helen, and she's like, "You come off a lot more confident than you actually are," and I'm like, "I'm so glad because
You do come off as a very confident person. You always have.
I overthink. I told you I'll be thinking about this conversation next week. Like, why did I say that? But I
You're
have to
fine, you're
I gotta
perfect.
put myself out there, so that's what I do. I do shit like this because then
Mhm.
it is what it is. And I say it all the time. Even we got 2 dislikes on a video last week. And I was like, shout out to our haters because you're our biggest motivators. Keep coming back and hate watching me. It's fine.
I'll punch you in the face.
But a view is a view. A view is a view.
Right? And that's all we care about is
A view is a view.
run them
And
up
you might not like me, but you find me intriguing enough to keep coming back.
and watching. So keep watching. Dislike if you want.
Eventually, you're going to find a video you like. It's going to happen. We just got to get there. Calm down. Get to know me a little bit. Shit. Exactly. Get to know me. Look, Christy can attest.
Right. I used to not like her. Now I love her to death. Here we
Yeah,
go.
this is why I do this too. Because look,
Right.
people get to know a side of you they probably haven't seen before. I love to be able to sit down and chat with a friend. We have some good snacks.
Yeah. Great snacks. I'm
Great
coming back
snacks.
just for the snack.
Yo, it's a good time here. My sister-in-law and I have our birthdays just 6 days apart. So we talked about doing a joint birthday party because we usually celebrate together. And I really said what I would like to do this year is set up my DJ gear, move all this, find somewhere to put all this shit, and throw a basement party.
Oh,
A basement
that's
party.
throwback shit.
And she was like, if I'm not dancing, she had me dying. She was, if I'm not dancing against the wall, it's not a good party. And I'm like, yo, a
I definitely
basement.
gotta ice the knees that day.
I didn't grow up here. We don't have basements in Florida. So I've never been to a basement party, but from what I understand, they're a vibe. I could set up right here and DJ. You come in here if you want to dance. You can be out there if you want to lounge or whatever. Get a keg.
Okay.
Good time.
Yeah.
And look,
Absolutely.
we're 30. Most of us are 30 plus or turning 30. So the party's going to start at 4 and end by 10.
4
Tell
to
me,
10. Listen.
4 to 10 on a Saturday.
4 to 10.
Find a sitter. We're going to start with the drinks and get heavy and get into the dancing and all that. And then by 9 o'clock, we're going to be serving coffee and pastries.
There you go.
Tell me that wouldn't be a good time.
That would be
You have a nice hot cup of coffee before you go.
Listen.
Everybody has sobered up. You drive home and you're in bed watching Netflix by 10:30.
When I tell you that's
11.
right up my alley because I've been loving like the day parties. Like the last couple of years, I've been going to like the day parties. I'm like, this is my vibe. Like I can go, I can have my drinks, I can get my little buzz on and be home by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. Not getting ready to go out at that time. But
And you got all of Sunday to chill and you're not even hungover.
Listen.
Because listen, so you're slowly coming down. 9 o'clock, coffee and a little pan. You're real nice and sober. You've been sitting for a while. Your knees don't hurt. The music drops significantly in like level volume because that matters and tempo. And then by 10 o'clock, everybody's saying their goodbyes. We left.
Right.
You know, our family, we'd probably stay up longer, but everybody's chilling.
Well, I appreciate the vibe that she just created. I am very much bourbon from 4 to 10 o'clock because I want to go home very drunk so I
That's
can
fair.
get tossed around. Yeah. Yeah. But what she said was nice too. What she said was very nice too. I love that version, but this is the version.
You can still get tossed around sober. I mean, it's fun to get tossed around when you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna drink from 4 to 10.
You good? Hey, live your life. You're in your glow era, and I love that. I love that you're getting tossed around. Listen, I feel like that would be. I fidget with the microphone too much. I feel like that would be such a vibe though, because you just. You're good. You're chilling. You have a good time. You could dance.
Right.
On Sunday when the kids are up at 10 and they want waffles or some other bullshit, you feel good.
Yeah, good.
You could go out and have breakfast. You're good enough to cook at home. In the summer, you hit the pool for a few hours. Are you kidding me?
Perfect. It's perfect.
And hey, the party starts at 4, so you still have time as an adult. Because let me tell you what I love more than anything is hitting the club. Which club? Costco. Friday night Costco trips are elite. A Friday night. Christy, I have a Costco membership. Meet me here on a Saturday and let's go. I'll take you.
Amber was supposed to take me to Costco.
Oh, Amber.
Amber was supposed
Are you going to objectify her so we can send her this episode?
Yes, we had a Costco date and then something happened and we ended up not.
Damn it, Amber.
Yeah, it was probably my fault. God damn it, it's always my fault. Somehow it's always
Christy's like, shit, I done canceled on a lot of people, don't it? You
Now I know why I'm losing my friends.
shit. That's why all these friend breakups are happening now. You yeah, you gotta go to Costco, bro.
Oh, I know.
I almost want to tell Helen.
Yeah.
I've gotten work pants from Costco, button ups from Costco. There's some shit in here from Costco. I
I
can
have no idea.
almost
You
guarantee
know,
it.
I always thought they were just like
Yeah.
like a BJ's where you just go and just
It is like
well,
BJ's.
Well, yeah, but you just go and get like your bulk.
But BJ sells clothes
stuff.
too. Yeah. And then when you're really into different kinds of fashion, but I love some shit from Costco. Some sweatpants.
I mean, it's more like mom, dad stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So, and if you're feeling, like.
But if you want a nice sweatpants, a terry cloth set, a good bath sheet. I don't like bath towels because I'm fat. I need a lot more coverage. I like a bath sheet.
What's a bath sheet?
It's like a really big towel. It's like the size of a beach towel, but it's a bath towel. And they're usually made with really high quality. They're thicker than regular towels. But I'm a big girl. I need coverage. Bath sheets. Marie taught me about bath sheets. Marie, shout out to Marie. I love her. She still talks to me on Facebook.
Aw.
I love her.
Marie. So sweet.
I gotta send her this clip and be like, we miss you. Yeah, bath sheets.
Mm-hmm.
We've gotten sheets from Costco, comforters from Costco. Aren't these cushions from Costco?
No.
Good thread count.
Reasonably priced.
Yeah, we've gotten comforter, like a comforter set, like really nice, $30
Get the hell out of here.
with shams and like everything.
You know, like those waffled texture.
Yes.
Like that. Like, I mean, it's good. It's good quality.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer their brand, which is Kirkland.
Yeah, it is Kirkland. Kirkland. They built one closer too. We used to drive to Boston to go to Costco.
Yeah.
Now there's one in Sharon. It's from here. It's 20 minutes. I told Christy, pull up on a Saturday and we'll go. It's fun.
Yeah.
I love me some Costco.
I love shopping, and I've been dying to go to Costco.
Costco.
Every time I
is
tell
a
people
vibe.
that I've never been, people are like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Yeah.
Christy, you have to. I'm gonna text you and be like, "We're going to Costco." It's every Saturday. You want another drink? I got the bartender. Say hi.
Thank
I was
you.
like, I don't want to be on camera.
Appreciate it.
Oh
I don't
no,
need
she
ice.
said she don't need it. The Cokes are cold, babe. They're in the fridge. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you being on. Thanks for coming downstairs for a minute. We'll cut this back in.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming downstairs for a minute, babe. Don't go. What are you doing upstairs? You're playing.
It's a Friday evening. What do you mean working?
No more. Do it in the morning.
Okay.
I love you. Anyway, thanks for being on this week.
Thank you for having me. This was
Good
so
time.
fun.
Christy and I had an idea for a separate podcast we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll join us. I'm gonna get a third mic. We're gonna rewatch Insecure. We're gonna call it Still Insecure.
Still insecure.
It's happening. Once we get back from Puerto Rico,
Let's do it for real.
we'll put it in motion. We'll probably have to record like Thursdays though.
Whenever.
'Cause
I'm free. I have no obligations.
Yeah.
Like, I just work.
she's just bragging.
I'm sorry, but
Kid is grown.
my daughter is an adult. Like, I just
You see, y'all, you know the cool thing about having a daughter that age, I imagine, is that when y'all see each other, it's because you want to.
yeah.
And I don't
She's
mean
my
that in a bad
bestie.
way. Like,
she's my best friend.
y'all
I
out
love her
doing some
so
cool
much, and
shit.
she's so wise and so smart. I can actually talk to her about things, and she makes sense. Like, her
Yeah.
advice is sound. It's good. Like, I feel like I'm talking to a grown woman, and I just love that. And we're so close. I love
You're
our
seeing yourself
relationship.
in her though. That's what
She's
you gotta
me.
acknowledge.
Yeah, she's definitely, but I feel like she's like all the best parts of me. Like, there,
That's
no one's
beautiful.
perfect, and I have a lot of shitty qualities.
Stop.
I mean, when I say shitty qualities, I'm talking about like my temper and those types of things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to fight a lot. Like, I was aggressive and very
You might still have a
violent
razor
back in the
blade
day.
somewhere.
Yeah, like I was a very violent person. Like, she's none of that. She's literally just the best parts of me. Like,
I love
the-
that.
the-
Ambitious.
ambitious,
smart.
her work ethic. She's smart. She's talented and creative. Like, just everything that was the little things that are good in me are 10 times that in her. Like, it's
I love
just
that.
I couldn't be prouder. That's my baby.
I love that.
Mm,
Shout out. Can we say her name?
yeah.
Shout out Trinity.
Shout out my baby Trinity. That's not a baby. She's about to graduate college in 2 months.
Ooh, great
Mhm.
grades all the way through.
Oh yeah,
On the school paper, yes?
yeah. She's been on all types of publications. She's been published a few times
Phenomenal.
now. She's about to have a book. Well, she's about to be in a book, have stories in a book that's gonna be released in May. It'll be
Okay.
for sale on Amazon. So
Okay.
I will send you guys
Send it. We'll
the
bring her on to
link.
talk about it.
Yeah, she has a book release party the first week of May that we'll be going to. But yeah, she's doing a lot of good things.
But you know what? I would love to have her on to talk about the book. So we'll
She
put
talks
that
a
in the
lot. She's a
books.
talker.
I love that.
She's a talker.
I love that.
And she's man, listen.
Love
You have a
that.
good time with her. She's funny too.
Bring her by. No alcohol, Mom. I promise.
She drinks.
She grown.
She grown, she drinks, but she has a good head on her shoulders. That's why it doesn't
Hey,
bother me
man.
because she doesn't. We were taking tequila shots together the other night. Let me
Look
tell
at
you.
look at God.
Look at God. Look at, she about to be 22.
Nah,
We
I'm
were taking
playing.
tequila
Yeah.
shots
That's
the
what's
other
up.
night, but she's not
She
into
don't get
that stuff
messy.
like that. No,
That's
she'll take
good.
a couple shots with me. Like she took 2, I took 7. Like that, you know what I'm saying?
Chris is like one of us was on a mission.
Right, exactly.
All right, Christy, what is your song of the week? It doesn't have to be a new song. It could be whatever your vibe is.
My song of the week. So I've been into a lot of love songs right now, like a lot of. So it's not a new song; it's an old song, but it's a song that I've had on repeat for the last like couple of weeks, which is "Do for Love."
Okay. Oh,
Snow
I guess
Allegra.
you no. Oh, Snow Allegra. I thought you were talking about that old ass song. I guess you're wondering where I've been.
Yeah, but she remade it.
Oh,
So
y'all.
yes, you're
I'm
right.
sorry y'all had to listen to me sing.
That wasn't that bad. Snow Allegra.
Oh, I love Snow Allegra.
I love her too.
Okay.
Right now.
I like her album. Is that on Udo's Feels? That's a really good album if you haven't heard it. Okay.
Yeah, I listened to all her shit.
Okay.
I'm terrible with titles, so you can never ask me if something
It's like a black and white. There's a song called Whoa. I don't know, but it's on one of her albums. It's a good one. It's on my summer playlist for last year. I put out a summer playlist every year. So Do for Love, Snow Allegra. That's your song this week.
That is that and the T.I. song too. Those are my 2 on
The
repeat.
diss track?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
a vibe.
It's a bop. So I love
Okay.
that. But
That's a good
those are like my 2. I literally listened to both of them on my way here.
Okay.
songs.
Getting in the mood.
Yeah.
Mine is Tannerell. Nothing Without You. I'll play it for you.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the other song, just because we're like heading into summer,
Yeah.
and I want to start to set the tone because summer is my time to shine when it comes to music. I'm gonna start with Hot Uptown by Camila Cabello and Drake. It's a little vibe, like Fifth Harmony, but yeah. So Tannerell, Nothing Without You, and Hot Uptown by Drake and Camila. Baby, you got a song this week? Off camera? Nothing? You gave me your 2 favorite songs last week. That's it. The tank is empty. It's y'all. Chrissy, yo, this was great.
I loved it.
This was great. We're gonna do this again. The 3 of us are gonna sit down and do Still Insecure. I really like that. Coming to speakers near you in May, June. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Remember, you can find me on Instagram at @nguzzy. That is NGUZZY. On TikTok, I am Hey It's Guzzy. So that is Hey It's Guzzy. Again, GUZZY. You can find the podcast on Instagram at friendslikeminepod. We post clips every day. We post polls. I am begging y'all, please hit the link in our bio and join the group chat. Send us an email if you have a question. It does not have to be read with your name. We can make it anonymous. We are at Friends Like Mine Pod on Instagram, at FLM_pod on Twitter. We are Friends Like Mine Pod on TikTok. You can also catch us there at Friends Like Mine Podcast on YouTube. We are on Spotify and we are on Apple Podcasts. You can catch us just about anywhere. If you want to find us, you certainly will. And again, if you want to watch my video and hit that fucking dislike button, just make sure you do so after the whole last video is done because your view counts, baby. And you can find Helen at What the Helen? That is WTHELEN. Remember, y'all, my dear, beautiful, amazing wife is on the search for a kidney. If you feel so compelled to see if you are a match, you can hit my Instagram page. All the details are there. I have about 1 million posts on my personal Instagram where you can find the information. But if you don't want to do that much digging, you can send me an email. You can find me on Linktree on my Instagram. You can hit Helen's DMs. You can get the info you need. The website is mghlivingdonors.org. You'll need Helen's full name and birthday, which is why I'm saying those details are on our pages. It is anonymous, so don't feel like you have to reach out to us. You can go directly to the website once you have her name and date of birth, and we appreciate that. Again, share your spare. Let's try and bring awareness. We're really hoping to get Helen a kidney soon. She really appreciates it. And if you can't donate for whatever the reason, that's okay. Share your love, your support, and share her story. It makes a big difference. All right, friends. Thanks for rolling with us another week. We hope you enjoyed the episode. As always, like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next episode of Friends Like Mine. Peace.